Hey guys, welcome back. I am coming on to do a layout for my Nifty 50 series, and I'm going to be using a sketch. It was day 7 sketch from Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches, and this was from series 15, which has concluded, but since I am super behind, it all works out. I'm just going to do what I can do when I can do it, and it's great. Okay. So this is a sketch. I do have it pulled up on my iPad and it's slightly more visible. Background, great. And it's almost the color of the background that I'll be able to use from this kit. There is a piece up here, a nice block here, almost a square. It has 3 photos, including a 5x7. I have one 3x4, we'll work it out. And a visual triangle here-ish. Title, long title, journaling, journaling, journaling. We'll see what we can do with the kit that we have. I also have it printed in just black and white because I'm not cool enough to have a color printer. Let's see. But let's talk about what we have. I've got a kit that is lots of 49 in market. Let's see. Oh, and this was from March 2023, this kit. I've got one piece of basil in the color 12. That will be my background, I believe. Then I have one full sheet. Oops, dropped a little piece, and every little piece may be important because I don't have a lot in this kit. This was 49 in market, Tranquility Restful Notion. Super pretty, gorgeous bits here, and a really usable piece here. I might be able to use front and back on that. I've got some scraps, so we'll see what we can slide in with that. And then this piece is called Bravado. Oh my gosh, guys, that's super usable too. Great. Now, for embellishments that came with that, I've got these rub-ons, so I'm going to do my very best to use all of them up. And then just a few of these laser cut pieces, I can totally use them up. I can do that. Now, let's see. Let me show you a photo. This is an extreme throwback photo of my daughter and myself because she is now, she'll be 23 this month. So, rather old photo, but yes, that was us, and I thought that was super great. Older cell phone when it was taken, so it's not the best photo, but that's okay. It's a memory to document. I will grab a scrap of white cardstock, as I always tell you, and map my photo on that. That's just from my little cardstock bin. Now I'm going to bring in Flair. There's all kinds of things to talk about because I don't see like a title just sitting here. So, things to talk about. Here's the 3 alphas that I have, and this one might really work with it. It's white and gold. I don't have other gold elements, but out of the 3, this one looks the most like the collection to me. I'm also trying to use up my little note, use Flair. I'm trying to use as many of these little bits and pieces that I can out of this box so I can repurpose it for something else. What else? Oh, I've got my little bin of goodies from Buttons Galore and more right here. I'll try to use some of these things. Now, the back of this has lots of beachy things and oceany things, not these blue buttons. So I will use what I can, and if I can't use anything, that's fine. That's fine, but this is on my radar, is my whole point. Then I have this bin that we pulled together, and I got to stop telling you guys the whole thing. I've got lots of sequins, enamel dots, little tiny acrylic bits, and there are also Bella Boulevard puffies and acrylics. So we should be able to pull something together, right? I would think so. So let's start here. Now, for our background, on the sketch, it's a pretty plain background. I could use this as a background, but I think I'm going to try to use a cardstock, partially because cardstock can be a little hard for me to use. Now, what I'm going to do though, since I have this full 12 by 12, where I like this idea, I can mat the mat the layout, which I haven't been able to do so far in this series because, we use things up. So let's go 11 1/4 by 11 1/4 for our background. And then, of course, I will be matting it on this piece. It's a nice strong border. It's pretty too. And all right, I'm gonna go ahead and mat it on that, but I'm also going to go ahead and gut the inside so that I can use as much as possible. Oh, that's pretty. You know what? I'm not even gonna look at it because I'm gonna want to save every single little bit. And we're trying to use stash. So I'm not gonna look at where I'm cutting because I'll be sad that I'm cutting through the florals. And florals are my favorite. But we will have a nice bit to gut. So we know that much so far. So let's see what we have now. Oh, so pretty. We have all those flowers. That's pretty. Okay, so let's see. And, you know, I'll attach it all down in a second. I just wanted to get like closer to what we're doing. So we've got a nice piece that's matted. I like that. Gives it some zhuzh. Now our biggest block, it needs to have a big block. Maybe, is that too big for the block? Because I like that it has stuff on either side. So I'm going to do that for now. And then on top of it, on top of that block, there are two different patterns. So let me clean this one up really quickly. Do a nice little clean on it. And I need kind of a wide piece at the top. Actually, that one could kind of stand in for that wide piece. All right, so let's see. Can't be too picky when I'm dealing with having very little, right? So we've got a piece here, which covers lots of things, but that's all right. I'm gonna have some of the floral showing. Pretty. And then there's kind of a piece sticking up here. So I'm thinking if I made this just a little smaller, and I'll show you what I mean. Do I want to do it just a little smaller? No. I can actually just do a little tuck right here and it fills in that space nicely. Okay, so that's my papers I needed for the background. Awesome. It's awesome. So let's see what we have going on. I've got all of these little bits and I love this peachy pink color. See what I can use from that. These are literally like little bits. So I'm going to mat my photo as much as I can with the bits. Great. Of course, I'll pop my photo up on some dimensional adhesive because that's my vibe. And then I'm going to go to town once I know where my photo is and get lots of these rub-ons popped onto the background. So I've put 3 little cluster areas of my rub-ons, and then I went into my Galore stash of Scrap and Happy Studio Flair and found this set right here, and the colors are just spot on color match. So I'm going to kind of put them into the clusters because I figure I have to start kind of establishing where things go. I mean, the color match is great. So this looks to be the least of the bold colors on this set. Okay. And I figure I'll have a title or something down here. This goes back into my stash. I would love to use that up. Ooh, it's got a very nice little dimensional adhesive piece. Okay, now I do still have all of these gorgeous pieces. My photo is not all the way stuck down. Ooh, that's nice. That is super nice right there. And then, ooh, we can get one of these pieces here. Let's see, how about one of these pieces coming out over, I liked these two, sorry. I get very excited about these things. All right, let me have that be the double. This or this, I think up here. Maybe sticking out, oh, absolutely. And then I'll get this smaller piece here. I love layering things. Like if that could actually be a job for me, layering all the things, I would be a very happy girl. I'm gonna stick each of these leaves, put a little bit of dimensional adhesive on them so that they pop up a little bit, but that will be cute. And then we've got these pretty little leafy bits here. Once again, I'll pop up anything I can. Don't know if I'll be able to pop this up, but that can go there. And then, ooh, there's a little key with a lock. Cute. We'll have that be kind of a large embellishment there. Another key here. A cute little heart because it's kind of hard to see around that gray. I'm going to need something to break it up a little bit. What is this? Oh, the cutest little postage stamp that you ever did see. Oh my gosh, that's cute. We can tuck that right in. Oh, and there's a little butterfly that is a gorgeous little blue color. Let me give him some little wingies. And that, oh, and then there's one little piece where there was some kind of an acetate something. And I think I'm going to use that right here. And then this can rest on top, which would empty this tray, except have not used all the rub-ons. I thought I was going to be able to, and I did not. So they will get to go forward with our other kit treasures. Now, let's talk about, oh, I just dropped my wood box. Thank goodness it didn't explode. Okay, so on our sketch, it said title, long title, blah, blah, blah. So let's see if I can use some of this. Bliss, daydream, remember. That would be cute if I could do remember the days or something like that. Then I've got these little bits, reading, feeling now. And then I've got some funny little hearts. Let's go ahead and just use up these simple ones. Or use more of them. Let's see. I'll be able to go 1, 2, 3. I have one more left, which I bet I can, pop onto something else. So that gives me 4 pieces used. I used my flare, thank you very much. Okay, so if this said, remember the 21st of September. Anyway, yeah, absolutely wretched voice. Remember, let's say, remember these days, remember the days, these days, the days. Let's see if we have days. And I'm going to just use this little ruler here because I like to do that. I do. And people have asked me, why do you cut from the right side? So I always know what side it's cut. Why don't you just take them out from the bottom? Because I am wretched at putting them away properly. This just works for me, guys. And I know I can take them all out and put them in and all that. I just do. Remember. Oh, I have enough ease. Yep, so I'm going to remember these days. I'm going to get all of these things popped down. Then, oh, wait, then we get to tuck in all kinds of little goodies. All right, so let's see. All of my little bits are stuck down, and I'm rather smitten with it. So I used almost everything in the kit. I've got some rub-ons and a tiny bit of paper left. Not much, but I love it so much that I'll actually keep it because it's that beautiful. Okay, so for the most part, the sketch, I know I don't have these pieces, but it inspired. It inspired. That's great. So now, let's see. Oh, and a couple of the pieces, this piece that looks like filigree, this piece, and right here, I flipped them over because I loved that pink color. And it showed a lot better. Like the other laser cut pieces, they're super gorgeous. Like one of them looked just like this, but it blends in, and I wanted some of that mauve. Okay, I've got my wood pieces on. I'm happy with that. Now, let's see. I don't know. Let me see what we have going here. If any of my buttons galore and more pieces that I have handy dandy will be the right colors yet. I've been designing for them for a shorter period of time, and I keep using all of the goodies. So I'm actually trying to be a good steward of my product, but right now I don't really have a lot that would work. Now these, you know what? I'm going to use some of these little clear sequins that are in here. They're super pretty. I mean, I'm not going to use the shells. It looks very mermaidy, but let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. Look at these pretty little pinky clear iridescent pieces. So I'm going to use some of those. That would be fun. And guys, I'll have a link down below for my discount and all that kind of thing, so you guys can save a couple somethings on your Button Galore order. Okay, now let's see what we have. I do have a bunch of acrylics, and I could have, and I don't know if any will work because of the nature of how, like 49 a market is just super pretty. Just Us would have been really pretty, but the vibe would be off a little bit. I do have these pieces. I would have had to go in at the beginning to tie in the gold. So no, I didn't think a lot would work. That would have totally worked, shoot, with the wood pieces, with the rub-ons. So I'll have to remember that if I use those rub-ons again during the series. Okay, so nothing from there. I wasn't expecting magic, right? Now these puffies that are in here, they're too whimsical. So wasn't expecting that to work. Underneath is where I'm keeping used up packages because, you know, I'm weird. Okay, so I can use a couple of these florals. I'm going to try to get like little delicate ones, and I'll put a couple of them into each cluster. I'll have my sequins, a couple of those pieces. See, would these gems be too dark? I think the gems might be too dark. These are too bright and happy and fun. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, I can definitely use like white enamel dots. Like seriously, guys, this is where we are. I'm like, what can I use up? That green is too bright, but this green right here is not. So I think I'm going to get all of these pieces on, guys, and we might be able to call this a day. All right, so I went ahead and just popped on some of those little acrylic bits, and those were from Close to My Heart. They were from some product that I got from Designing with Erica Rose Creates when she had a Close to My Heart store. So that's what I have. This was super fun, and guys, that kit is almost killed. And I keep saying that kind of thing, but look, that's what I have left of the rub-ons. And from the little paper bits, I've got this. So at some point, actually, when I look at this, like I could put something like this and this together and it would be pretty. So things are going well. I'm going to take a few pics of this, pop them up, and guys, I'll see you ever so soon with another video. Oh, and down below, I will have the Buttons Galore link. It's an affiliate link. Use it, don't use it, whatever. But I will have it down below, and it has a discount code. Okay, guys, I will see you ever so soon with another video. Bye, friends.